Hi, friends. Very good evening. How are you all? Happy to see you back. Sorry, I was missing you all. In fact, yesterday and day before, I was missing you all. And thank you so much for joining me. Looking forward to speaking to you all. And I'm very sure that today we're going to have some fruitful discussion. We're going to discuss some amazing stuff. I will try my best to answer all your quick questions. And whatever questions you've got, you can post right here. I'll try my best to answer all your questions. Hi Shashikumar, hi Pramod, hi Baligar, hi Nishit, hi Santosh, Akshay, Ashwija, Vasant, Srinivas Rao, Shiladkumar, hello. Super happy to see you all. Asha, Sandeep, Sabari, hello, so many of you. Very nice. Very happy to see you all. Paraganda, KPSC, Vinay, Karthik, Lucky, Sachin. Did you all receive notification from YouTube? Wherever you are, I'm now live on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Did you all receive notifications? Those who are already watching, can you please share and like so that we'll have more of you, more people joining us? Great, please like, share. Let's start talking to everyone. Great. Ramya is confirming that the notification is received. Hi Uday, hi Vinay, hi Krishna, Rajshekhar, Giridhar. Super happy. Thank you so much for joining. Those who want to speak to me, please send a text message to 9008575014. My team will connect you to me directly. You can talk to me face to face. And those who are looking for work from home job anywhere in India with a fixed salary, permanently work from home job, please call on the number displayed on screen. You can actually take up a good job here. So coming back, I wanted to start answering your questions. There are so many interesting questions, so let me take one by one. HK says, what happens to Reliance industry if electric car replace petrol diesel cars, bikes in 2030? I think if you have noticed, Reliance Industries as a company, the way ITC is moving away from cigarettes or reducing its dependency on cigarettes business and building their FMCG business, Reliance is also building its dependence on telecom, on retail, and various other businesses. So I think they are also focusing on those newer businesses. So I think they are prepared. You never know, right? It may so happen that Reliance may soon own the largest electric vehicles recharge stations in the country. Reliance may even come up with various other innovations. In fact, they had other plans as well. So I think as a company, Reliance Industries, you're seeing that their dependence on petrol, diesel, petroleum is going down every year. So I think nothing to worry as investors. Of course, today what happens is, the stock growth may reduce. I'll tell you why it may reduce. Because what happens now, they are seeing that booming profits and increased revenue in telecom and retail, but then proportionately petroleum may go down over the years, which in turn may not show a bigger growth. That's why now they are trying to list their other ventures as well in the market so that they may probably independently trade these stocks. Let's see what happens. Devaramani saying, no, sir, I didn't receive notification. Yes, that's why I'm requesting all those who are watching, please like and share so it'll reach more people. All right, let's go to the next question. There is a question by Green Doors channel. Sir, I'm Devan from Chennai. I want you to upload videos, tutorials on affiliate marketing, complete coaching, please. Hey, sure. This is a very interesting thing. In fact, we have briefly touched upon this in our digital marketing course in financial freedom app, but then you will soon see a detailed course on affiliate marketing as well on Financial Freedom app. In fact, I must tell you all, affiliate marketing is a very interesting thing. In fact, if you are running any business, affiliate marketing can actually boost your revenue manifold. You must explore that. That's something very interesting. Lucky says, I'm a teenager, my age is 17, college first year student. Which one I want, that stock or trade or mutual fund? Hey, 17-year student, first year student now. Which means my suggestion is you should focus on building yourself, not trading, not even, I mean, investing is good, don't, nothing wrong. But then you should be able to make time to study the market. See, if everyone becomes an investor, who's going to build companies? I don't want you to become another investor only. Be an investor too, right? It should not be investor only. That's a very bad development in the country. So keeping that in mind, my suggestion would be to start saving your money in mutual funds. It's a good investment option. You can probably start investing in some good large cap funds. You can probably download Financial Freedom app from the link given in the description and start understanding how mutual funds works. In fact, I have a very interesting course on mutual funds called Mutual Fund Course. It's a very, very detailed course, and that course will make you an expert in mutual funds. So please start watching that course. After watching that course, I'm sure you will start choosing the right investments yourself. And believe me, the mutual fund investments are pretty easy if you understand in detail. In fact, I keep saying investing in mutual funds will be as easier as cooking at home once you watch this course. So start doing it. Next question. Let me go to the next question now. Giridhar says, I'm Giridhar from Bangalore. I don't have any knowledge of investing on shares of mutual funds. However, I just want to start with investing in either shares of mutual funds. How do I start? And from where do I start? First thing, learn. The biggest mistake we do is we depend on others for investing. We should not do that. In fact, many people start investing because there's an agent who is known to him, and you listen to that agent and you start investing. That's a very bad thing. Don't do that. So my suggestion, probably you can start learning. To learn, you should have a learning tool. Financial Freedom app is a great tool. I have a detailed course on mutual fund. It's about 4-hour plus course, very detailed course. After watching this course, I'm sure you'll come back and tell me that you are now an expert in mutual funds. We do have courses on stock market, many courses like stock market course, IPO course. Please start watching those courses. There are like 8-10 hour content. These courses will definitely make you very strong fundamentally. You'll know what to do, what not to do. And you'll surely become an expert as well in stock market after watching these courses. So my suggestion, please start watching our mutual funds course and our stock market course and IPO course on Financial Freedom app. I've given the link to download Financial Freedom app in the description. Please start downloading and watch these courses. These courses will surely help you. And then I'm sure you'll start investing on your own. But remember, if you start investing because there's someone to guide you, you will not prosper. If you want to prosper, then you should know where to invest, where not to invest. Because all these wealth managers who say, I will invest on your behalf and get you profits, they work for commission. Ultimately, they bother about their cut, not your prosperity. Remember that. Next question. This is something which people keep asking me. What's your view on Yes Bank share? I normally don't comment on any individual stock, but I think after their latest fundraise and all that, they're doing decently okay. I do bank with them, but I am not an investor in their stock, but I do bank with them. We went through a trauma when they had to have moratorium on the withdrawals, but I think they're doing decently okay now. So do the fundamental analysis. In the stock market course, I've given a very detailed a study, very detailed a pitch on how to analyze a stock fundamentally. Please start doing that. That would give you a fair idea, and then you can probably start investing on your own, and that will give you a lot more clarity. All right. Let's move to Ashwija's question. Ashwija says, so many people, parents, they spend more money on children's primary education. Example, LKG to 10th, right? There's a K12. So it is almost in lakhs. Is it worth spending? They can use some same for child's higher education, like masters or PhD. See, these days what happens, I'll tell you. Most of the brain development happens in early age. And that's why every parents wants their kids to be in good schools. But unfortunately, what is going wrong here is they think by admitting their kid to a school which has got good infrastructure, physical infrastructure, a big, large playground, large buildings, they think their kids will get good education. That's wrong. What really matters is that love, affection of the teachers, good teaching methodology, good quality teachers. If they don't have these people, then it becomes very, very difficult. So what is very important now is that you choose the right schools. Now you talk about the fees. Is it really worth spending so much of money? Even I'm a victim of it today. I spend a lot of money on my kids' education. I spend about 1.5 lakh per year per kid. And this is like, I mean, my son who's in UKG now is going to be in first standard, and the other one is going to be in fifth standard now. Why do you spend so much of money? I'm like, okay to spend same amount of money if my son, both sons can go to government school, and if government can provide equal and free education to all. And I don't mind contributing to Prime Minister's Education Fund if there is one. The problem is you can't have both exist. See, I'll tell you what, when it comes to restaurants, you can have a 5-star, 7-star restaurant, you can have a normal darshini or a street side, push carts. But then the problem is you can't do that with education. You can't do that with healthcare. Today, what is happening? We are creating a way big damage in the society, and this is going to be a disaster in the future. Think about it in this way, right? Now you are discriminating these kids in the early stage, saying, hey, you are from a rich family, so you can afford high quality education. You are from a poor family, you can't afford high quality education. How fair is this, man? Think about it. In the long run, what may really happen is all these kids who are now being deprived of good quality education may soon start thinking that, okay, oh, we belong to poor family, so we got this. We are not being given right education. See, now, when you see cruelty developing in your mind, you develop that cruel mindset when you're not being received in the society like others. That's very dangerous. I don't want that to happen. So I think the solution here is whether parents should spend or not. No, that's not the problem. That's not to be debated. What needs to be debated is what government is going to do now. Now, as a parent, I always think, oh, my son has to study in the best school. Tomorrow, he should not point at me and say that my father sent me to a bad school because of that my career is spoiled. That's pretty bad. Because of that, my suggestion to everyone, all parents, think how we can lobby together with the government to nationalize education. Can they nationalize education? All these governments and political netas who claim that they are that, they are this, they are big, they have done that, this, all bullshitting, let them stop. Let them do this one thing. Let them nationalize education. Believe me, most of the problems in the society will end. Crime rates will go down. Cruelty in the society will go down. If they truly care for the society, if they truly care for our next generation, then I want them to nationalize education. That's the only solution. So as long as there's an option, it is an aspirational thing. Education is truly an aspirational thing. So every parent wants their son or daughter to be in the best school. But I've seen some of my good friends, they're now homeschooling their children until they complete 5th standard, 7th standard, which is a very good development. But the problem is, how many people can really afford? Like in my case, I mostly spend most of my time at work or in work. But in case of my wife, though she is a housewife, she has to take care of my 3 children. It's not easy. It's very difficult. Now, in between, if she has to take care of tuition, that's going to be very tough. So everyone has got these challenges. How many farmers can really afford homeschooling? That's not something possible, easy. So considering that, my suggestion, it is only possible to end this problem with K-12 only when we lobby with the government and nationalize education. And that's possible, by the way. Many people think, hey, do you think all these schools and colleges will give away their infrastructure to the government? Yes, they have to. You know why? Because I don't know who has done it, but in the past, they've done it really well. They've thought through it. The rule is that you can't set up an education institution in the name of a private limited company or a proprietorship business or a firm name. You can run education institutions only in the name of a society, foundation, or a trust, which means all these belongs to public. These are public properties. If it's a public property, government can take over any time and run it. That's possible. So let's see. I don't know how many inch leader we need, how many inch of chest a leader should have to make it happen. I'm really curious to see that. If that can be done, believe me, Indians will make that person the god. The leader who will nationalize education and healthcare will become the new god which every Indian, irrespective of the caste, creed, religion, will worship. We need to get that leader. If that happens, I think all of us can even pay slightly higher taxes. I think it's okay to pay 28% GST in place of 18% if they say they will give us free and equal education, free and equal healthcare. If they can do it, I'm willing to pay 28% GST. I'm willing to spend, instead of 30% personal income tax, maybe 35 or 40%. It's okay. Yeah. Take care of my healthcare, take care of my education. Rest, we will manage. That's okay. The next question. Ashwija says, no, sir, I've seen many people, parents, take loan or they put more than 50-70% of their earnings to the children's, and some will take loan for primary education. This is good. As I said, Ashwija, this has become a very aspirational thing. They consider this as a societal issue. They consider this as a prestige issue. They think if they don't send their kids to a good school or good institute, society will see them as losers. And because of that, they do it. Now, if you want me to tell them that they should stop taking loan, if you want me to tell them that they should still send them to government school and not to spend so much on education, I can tell. But do you think they'll listen? Or do I have the moral right to say that because I send my kids to a good school? I pay a lot of fee. Do I have the moral right to say that? Just because I earn more, I am spending. Just because they are not earning more, should they not spend on their education, kids' education? They do have rights. I have absolutely no moral right to talk about it today. Because I send my kids to good private school by spending a lot of money. So I don't have the moral right, actually. If I would have probably gone against these normal tide and said, I send my kids to government schools, then probably I would have had that moral right. But yes, I've gone to government schools. Throughout my education, I've done everything in government schools and colleges. I spent maybe maximum 15,000 as fees throughout my entire education life, not more than 15,000 from I didn't go to LKG, UKG and all that, from first standard to graduation. Of course, my post-graduation, what I did in Stanford was, of course, a costly one. I spent a bit of money, but then that was, of course, my earning. My parents didn't really spend on that. So Ashwija, just to answer your question in one word, I have absolutely no moral right to tell them. No moral right. Very nice. Let's go to the next question. What is the difference between entrepreneur and businessman? Okay. See, in my way of looking at it, an entrepreneur is one who does mostly a new thing, something new. Even if it is a veg restaurant, if it is an entrepreneur doing it, probably he would do it in a new way. A businessman is like he knows his margin before he starts the business. An entrepreneur sometimes doesn't even know how is he going to make revenue when he's starting the business. You understand the difference? An entrepreneur, when he's starting a business, he doesn't even know how is he going to make revenue. Like I am an entrepreneur. When I started Indian Money, I didn't even know how am I going to make money. I just started, simply started. An entrepreneur is like he's trying to solve a problem. A businessman is someone who's trying to fix or probably balance the demand and supply. You understand? An entrepreneur is someone who's trying to find solution to existing problems, both realized problems and unrealized needs. But a businessman is only trying to match the demand and supply. He does that, right? So if I have to give you an example, an entrepreneur is someone who invents some new solution. But in India, if you have seen, entrepreneur and businessman are very quite often they're used interchangeable. They say he's a businessman, he's an entrepreneur. I mean, both same. Not much difference is seen, right? Ramya says, how is medical transcription as a career? Many say it's a dying career. You thought? Absolutely, it's a dying career. I'll tell you why. Earlier days, it was required because the prescription was given in physical form through, you know, text, written form, and all that. But these days, it's all digitized. You get to use your own tab and you write. You basically provide prescription in a digital format. Whenever you consult a doctor online, you'd have seen how they give prescription, which is readable. Transcription was required because it was not readable in the past. But now, when you give inputs in the format which is readable, which is pretty much understandable to the computer, then you don't really need a human doing that transcription job, right? So it's a dying career, obviously. Don't waste your time there. The next question is Shiladkumar Devaramani says, where should we invest our emergency fund so that we can get best return? See, I think emergency fund has to be readily available for emergency, which means when you're investing in emergency fund, when you're investing your emergency fund, the first question you should ask is liquidity, not the return. How liquid it is, how soon can I borrow it? If I want to get this money within a minute, can I get it? If I want to get this money within 5 minutes, can I get it? So that's very important. For emergency fund, liquidity really matters. The second thing is obviously the return. Considering this, my suggestion is a simple FD or a good liquid fund or a high rated debt fund. But liquid fund is a better thing because your liquidity is high there. Debt funds also take some time to liquidate. Sarvottam says, I'm studying digital marketing. Is that good for long term and for career growth? Absolutely, Sarvottam. In fact, digital marketing as a career is definitely a booming one. But my worry here is I'm just contemplating where digital marketing may soon become a common skill than an expertise. You understand the difference? Like my ability to talk, my ability to use a mobile phone. Now, do you consider, hey, I know to use an Android phone, is that an expertise? No, it's a simple skill now. Similar way, digital marketing soon may become another skill, not an expertise. Why do I think so? It's because today our youths, they're born with social media, right? They start using social media. Like my son, even the 5-year-old one, he's like, as soon as we click a pic, he says, Papa will upload it to Facebook, will upload it to Instagram. They're so quick, right? So my way is, unless you develop some kind of expertise which is so niche and you know to leverage it, you may not see a great career because it is something which is commonly available. Because since it is digital, even those companies which are in the space are trying to make it very simple. Like I remember those days where we used to say SEO, SEO. Now SEO is not a big job. I mean, it happens automatically if you have content, nothing more. So I think it's all about that, right? Great. Friends, it was great talking to you all. I know that it's a 30-minute show, gets over so fast, but I truly enjoy talking to you all every day. I hope my answers have helped you. Since I have my Kannada live from 9:30, I have to go now. But remember, I'll be back tomorrow at 9. I'll answer all your questions. If you want to speak to me directly tomorrow, you can talk to me or by sending a quick message to 9008575014. My team will connect you to live directly to speak to me. And if you have not yet taken subscription to Financial Freedom app, download Financial Freedom app from the link given in the description box. If you're looking for a work from home job, please call on the number given in the in the window. Please call on that number. My team will connect you to the right people, and they will guide you. They'll help you, and it's a permanent work from home job with a fixed salary. Please make use of it. See you tomorrow at 9. Good night.